What's up, you guys? It's me, MacMe143, and I hope everyone is having a fantastic summer so far. Working hard, getting that money, or chilling, taking it easy, whatever you are doing this summer. I hope you're having a blast, or at least blasting someone else, I guess. With recent passing of the Electronic Entertainment Expo, commonly known as E3, I'm coming at you guys with a different kind of video today. I want to discuss a little something that I found a little interesting or not interesting all at the same time. I guess we will find out. Now, there were a lot of impressive and crowd-pleasing game announcements that came from each major game developer this year. I'm talking about the big dogs, Microsoft, Sony, and the apparent winner of E3, Nintendo! Yeah, I know, they did it with one single game, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In many cases, won Game of Show at E3 2016 because that game is so very pretty. There was still something missing from Nintendo's Treehouse presentation that was just, it left me unsettling, and a lot of fellow gaming fans out there unsettled too. They just kept their toes over it. I'm talking about the codename Nintendo NX, Nintendo's next home and gaming console system. Was nowhere in sight. It was only vaguely mentioned in a random faulty interview with the one and only Nintendo USA president, Reginald Reggie Fils-Aimé. Now, I know Nintendo and even Sony to a point made it a big deal at E3 this year to only focus on new IPs and games, which is a great thing. I mean, it's E3, it's about gaming, it's why we watch E3. I mean, and I love the fact that we're getting a plethora of great games coming to really all the major systems soon. But the fact that the Nintendo NX, which is release date, is in less than 9 months away, just to let you guys know, it baffles me there was really no major reveal or really any mention of the new system during the entirety of Nintendo's Treehouse presentation. The fact that the majority of the Nintendo gaming community still doesn't have any consistent, official, confirmed information or any idea on hardware specs, with mixed reactions from fans and delays and strange rumors and patents just floating out there on the internet, it's definitely a worrisome threat that Nintendo really needs to shake off quickly if they want the Nintendo NX to be better, definitely better than the Wii U. For some reason, the NX is clouded in some major-ass mystery, which is causing a split between fans, really. The hardcore Nintendo fans are still rallying out hope. Well, I mean, I'm trying to rally out hope, but the majority of other gamers have dismissed and flagged this NX as a Wii U failure already. And I don't think the NX will fail, though. I actually have a lot of hope for Nintendo's new system, and I'm very excited to see what exactly it is. If Nintendo is waiting for TGS, the Tokyo Game Show, to reveal the NX sometime in this September, that's a good and dandy, but they still missed a major opportunity in my eyes at E3 to change the discussion from a more positive outlook on the NX system. Instead, it's a massive wave of confused Zelda fans with fears that the Breath of the Wild will only be playable on the Wii U. Now, the question that comes to me in the pits of all of this confusion is, what exactly is the NX? On a lot of videos, there are good videos detailed on the rumors and the patents and everything, but we still don't really have a logistical idea of what the Nintendo NX is. Nintendo has told recent investors that it expects to push the NX from its holiday 2016 release date all the way to March 2017. Now, that's not that far off. It's not like a 6-month delay, but it's still a worrisome delay because they're missing that holiday release point, which most major gaming consoles use to push, because it's the holidays, it's Christmas. People are going to buy gaming systems for their kids. And as of right now, we are getting the NX in March of next year. And a gaming news blog site known as DigiTimes states that the reason the delays were made were so Nintendo could jump into the VR battle with support for their very own VR headsets, similar to an Oculus or PlayStation VR. Me, personally, I don't think this rumor is true. I mean, Nintendo could be working on their very own VR headset right now, but it's highly doubtful that the NX was only delayed 3 months to add a quick VR headset. Nintendo knows it needs to win back hardcore gamers and third parties with the NX. They're not focused on anything extra right now. They're focused on making good content to get customers interested in the system. Could this mean VR support? Possibly, yes, but it's still highly doubtful. I think the delays were made to beef up the NX's hardware, so Nintendo can open up to third-party developers once again and get more content and spread out the NX's library, which was really the only major factor for the Wii U. Its library was, blah, there were no third parties, nowhere. If Nintendo 2 or 3 years later wants to release a VR headset that combines with the NX, I wouldn't mind. I mean, plus it gives Nintendo some time to see how the whole VR gaming thing is going to work out. With a recent interview with Bloomberg, Nintendo, he said VR needs to be mainstream before Nintendo even dips their toes in the water. So I think they're going to wait it out. They might have ideas, they might be developing something, but I don't think it's going to launch with the NX in March 2017. Now, the controller. Now, there are hella rumors over the Nintendo NX controller right now, and it's really surrounded by like a major tornado rumor mess. Plus, Nintendo controllers have always differed from the norm, from Nintendo 64 to the Wii remotes. Nintendo has always claimed a uniqueness to their controllers, which made gameplay fun and fresh, even if the games were also on rivaling systems. In the case of the NX, Nintendo is trying to once again come up with another unique game controller experience to give to the players. Now, there's multiple rumors and patents floating out there right now saying that the NX controller will be some type of hybrid between a handheld console and a home and gaming console. In a January 2014 post on Nintendo News, it reported that you can unpair the NX controller, or at the time, the DS Fusion controller, from the base station and apparently take the gaming experience with you on your merry adventure through life. Now, in a report releasing by the gaming site DigiTimes as well, the controller could have a 5 to 7 inch display. Most of the concept art shows a device which looks vaguely similar to the Wii gamepad. It has rollers instead of traditional trigger buttons, so I mean that would be good for gameplay, for menus, options, scrolling through things. I think there could be lots of ways, and like we don't know if they still could press in. Like they could still be clickable buttons, but they could also roll at the same time. We don't really know what the deal is with the controller for. We just know these random patents and rumors that have just been thrown all in the mix. So now if Nintendo can pull this whole handheld cross-home console device off, this would add a whole new level to console gaming. This is the greatest mystery that gets me so excited for the NX system. Of course, the actual controller would probably be limited power compared to the home console, but being able to take Zelda Breath of the Wild or the new Smash Brothers game, or really any NX game in general, with me personally anywhere in the world, and I can play it, that'd be so fucking amazing. And I truly hope Nintendo can pull this off. Now, in a recent discovery thanks to the US Trademark Office, it seems that the NX version of Zelda Breath of the Wild may come in a game cartridge as well, which speculates that all Nintendo games will come as game cartridges or via digital download. This news is pretty this news is pretty cool. Like, I never thought we'd go back to NES or Super Nintendo days with huge-ass game cartridges. Man, like, the 90s are truly coming back, you guys. Like, maybe we'll have to perform the daily blow ceremony to get the cartridge to work. You know. Now, those protests and raging online, you guys need to calm it down. Switching to cartridges does not negate graphics or memory storage. It's 2016, you guys. Technology has advanced tremendously since 1992. I'm pretty sure a game cartridge can be made to play as much space as a Blu-ray disc. Plus, cartridges also have another major advantage in terms of loading times and basic accesses to data, as they are way faster than any other disc on the market right now. No installation loading times. Oh my god, my Wi-Fi is so slow. I hate the installation load times on my Xbox One and my PlayStation 4. It takes all day for me to load a new game. And if Nintendo can get rid of that with a game cartridge, that's retro as fuck, cool as fuck, and I would definitely be down as fuck to get some... Now, let's discuss the last bit of information that we know about the Nintendo NX, and that is just a few little hardware specs. Now, the rumors for specs on the NX have branched all over the place as well, from being slightly more powerful than the Xbox One, to being underpowered and having less graphical power than the Wii U, to being a full beast matching the PlayStation Neo. The NX hardware specs are the biggest mystery of all. I honestly believe the hardware reform was the true reason for the system's delays to March 2017. Nintendo made a mistake with the Wii U. Instead of matching the competition's current gen, they squared up with last gen's PS3 and Xbox 360. That hurt the Wii U so bad. Third parties didn't want to put their games on an underpowered system, and first parties had no major titles ready to launch the system. All of this set the Wii U to fail, in my eyes, and I hope Nintendo has learned their lesson. They don't need the NX to come out and blow competition out of the way, but they do need it to compete. The NX has to have quality specs and a decent interface so hardcore gamer fan base can even be mildly interested. This means the NX has to be on par or even slightly more powerful than Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Now, there are recent reports from a French gaming website called gameblog.fr. This post, it says that the Nintendo NX will be on par with the PlayStation Neo in terms of specifications, and that Skyward Sword, Smash Bros., and Mario Kart 8 HD remasters are all in production right now to launch with the Nintendo NX. And in addition, games from Square Enix and Capcom are also in development for the NX. If all of these rumors are true, then the NX will be a force to reckon with. If you don't know, the PlayStation Neo is said to have CPUs clocked in at 2.1 gigahertz and an additional 512 megabytes of memory compared to the base PlayStation 4, which only has CPUs clocked in around 1.66 gigahertz. If the NX is really going to match the PlayStation Neo, then it will be a true return to form for Nintendo to take charge and lead innovative gaming systems with graphical power matched for the competition. Not only are we going to get powerful system, but maybe we're also going to get great content that we want to see. HD definite editions of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Now, I know a lot of people didn't like that game for the motion controls, but on NX, there's no motion controls. They said they're not going down the Wii or Wii U path. This is going to be this will be a gaming console. The controller will be in your hand. You will press buttons. There'll be no motion. They might be a little gimmick. It might be a little something, like shake the controller or something, but no. Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword will be played with buttons. Smash Bros. HD, like, oh my god, 4K. If they can get to 4K, I don't think Nintendo's going to go 4K because Nintendo wants to be cheap. They want to be cheap. They want this to be affordable for the consumer. But with all this talk of now third-party support from developers like Square Enix, known for their breathtaking and insightful games of Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, even the Tomb Raider games, even though that's also Crystal Dynamics. But Capcom, we're gonna get Capcom games. Can we please get Monster Hunters on the NX? Maybe Street Fighter 5. Oh my god, Kingdom Hearts 3 on the NX. Oh boy, can dream, right? Tetsu, right? But if they are going to give us something as powerful as the Neo, then great. Nintendo, do it. Do whatever you need to do to come back and stay back. Come out guns a-blazing with hardware matched by the competitors, along with innovative gaming controllers and a massive support of content, then the Nintendo NX sounds like Nintendo's first powerhouse since the Nintendo 64. I love Nintendo. They're the reason I'm a gamer right now. They're a reason why I love games, why I'm talking to you guys about this right now, because I just feel so passionate about it. I want to see Nintendo on top again. I don't want them to be the joke of gaming anymore. Like, I have high hopes for the NX, and I hope Nintendo does not mess this up. In a lot of people's eyes, Nintendo only has one chance to save themselves, and it's right now. Like Eminem said it, you only got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. It's opportunity once in a like. No, this is it. So like, oh my god. I hope you all enjoyed this little video discussion on the mystery of the NX. Like, what will it be? What is it? What are your hopes for the new system? My hopes really is just I hope Nintendo makes a good old gaming system that is on par with the fellow other devices and has a plethora of great first-party and third-party games to expand Nintendo's library. Like, that's all I want. All the bonus innovative moves, like the possibility of the DS Fusion controller and the Nintendo VR and game cartridges, that piques my interest. Like, that gets me interested in the NX already. And I'm truly hyped for this system, you guys. The possibilities that the NX can do, if these patents and rumors are true, I am so very excited. That September reveal better be the shiz. The shiz. So I guess we gotta wait till September to get that good in-depth look at what the Nintendo NX truly is. I guess we gotta wait. You guys keep it classy now. Peace.